안녕하세요. Riding on the Korean wave. Welcome to Friday's edition of The Culture Wave. I'm Kwon So-ah in Seoul. Explore with us Korea's culture from all aspects and stay up to date with K-entertainment, K-sports, K-desserts, K-everything. And all of that together with our Friday co-host, Bella Kim. Hello, Bella.
Hello, Soa. Happy Friday, Soa.
Happy Friday.
Yes, and happy Friday to all of the viewers joining us today. I'm Bella, here to co-host and fill you guys in with the latest in K-entertainment.
And we're also joined by our news features reporter An Sung-jin. Hello, Sung-jin.
Hi,
Happy
Sung-jin.
Friday, guys.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, final of the weekend. Hello to all of our viewers. My name is An Sung-jin, and I'm a news features reporter here at Arirang News.
Sung-jin, I can sort of sense a sweetness in the air. Can you smell it, Bella?
A little bit.
And I think it's a sweet topic.
It's a sweet topic.
Please tell us what it is.
Absolutely, but to begin with first, Happy Valentine's Day, guys.
Yay!
Happy Valentine's
Happy
Day.
Valentine's. I'm sure we're all familiar with what day it is. Have you guys gotten anything today?
Oh, I actually got some chocolate from my co-host Bella before earlier in the day. I don't know if it was a secret, but
Oh, it's not a secret.
now everyone knows.
It's
Now
not a
everyone
secret,
knows.
Yes. I actually have something, a gift for you two. You're really surprised. You two and also the viewers. I have it somewhere here. It's...
Oh,
Do you like my gift?
better than chocolate. Better than chocolate.
My
guys.
love to you guys and the viewers.
Present Valentine's
Yes.
gift.
Very sweet, very sweet. So, as we guys know, it's normally chocolate that we exchange, but today I want to introduce you to a gift that's an alternative to chocolate for Valentine's Day. On Valentine's Day, February 14th, it's common to see stores with large displays of chocolate or candy. But for those that are looking for something different, Korean traditional sweets can be the answer. Boxes of colorful, visually appealing sweets. These are known as dasik. A popular snack during the Joseon dynasty, dasik was also one of King Jeongjo's favorites. The cookie is made by kneading grain powder with honey. Most of the ingredients consist of all natural ingredients. For example, grain powder can be made with grains, beans, sesame seeds, and Barbary fig. These powders are beaten into finer particles and mixed with honey to create a dense dough texture. Once the consistency is there, they're put into shaping tools to create delicate patterns of flowers, the Taeguk emblem from the national flag, or other traditional images. These days, shapes can be formed through a simple version of stamps. Nowadays, these Korean traditional sweets can be overshadowed by modern desserts. That's why Yoon-suk works on keeping these alive.
I teach these classes with the hope that not only can people these days easily access our traditions, but also to blend aspects of Korean tradition and modernity in harmony.
So for those who aren't familiar with these traditional sweets yet, why not give them a try?
Why not give it a try? I would love to give it a try, Sung-jin. And my mouth was actually watering while watching the report, and my stomach, I don't know if you guys heard it. They all reacted to that footage that we saw from you.
Needless to say, very excited to say that that is why I've brought the box for you guys to have a taste.
Wow.
Also, our viewers can have a taste with their eyes, hopefully. It's very lovely, as you saw from the report, and as you can see right now, they're very colorful and very nicely made. Now, as I mentioned, it's actually quite common to give chocolate to each other on Valentine's Day, but why not something tasty and Korean like the dasik I brought?
Looks good.
Definitely very excited to try them after the show.
After show.
And after the show. And can you introduce some other examples of Korean traditional, desserts that, we could have?
Right, absolutely, more than excited to. Something similar to dasik is yakgwa, which is also a traditional type of Korean cookie made from flour, honey, sesame oil, and sugar. These small and quite tasty treats are deep fried and then soaked in syrup to make a sticky but chewy dessert. Now, this one used to be eaten during ancestral rites or celebrations, but nowadays it's common to see it being served as a dessert. Kaesongjuak, which is my current go-to snack, in fact, is a traditional Korean rice donut that is deep fried and coated in syrup. They're very chewy and sweet.
And I think the origins come from the northern part of the Korean peninsula, from the Kaesong region. That's why it's called Kaesongjuak. And I also have to say, yakgwa is also one of the trending desserts in Korea nowadays. There are also some combinations of yakgwa plus Western-style cake. So yeah, very nice. And since you Songjin, went to a studio to make these, I can imagine that it's a really great way to also become familiar with Korean traditions.
Right, absolutely. So just as you mentioned, Korean desserts are definitely branching out more to the world. And not only is the dessert itself a good way to expose yourself to the tradition, but studios like the one that I went to actually provide opportunities for both foreigners and locals to try making them out yourself.
Wow.
I think I should try it out myself later. And it runs throughout the year, those kinds of events?
Right. What I heard from the studio itself is that she mentioned that she tries to host these classes as often as possible. So I'm sure if you guys find the time, you guys might as well check it out, making it yourself.
Right. So thank you very much for that sweet coverage, Songjin. And I hope that the dasik is going to wait for us in the studio later on.
Yes, the dasik will be waiting for you right here.
All right. Thank you very much, Songjin.
Thank you, guys.
And now time for some K-entertainment news with Bella Kim. Bella, today we start off with some news about a member from Blackpink.
That is right. We're going to start off with Jisoo. We talked several times on our show about Jisoo's comeback. Well, the day is finally here. She released her solo mini album AMORTAGE on Friday. And this album actually marks Jisoo's first solo release in nearly 2 years after her last single, Me, in 2013. It's also the first album released under her own label, Jisoo, where she is the only artist. And actually, the album title combines the Spanish word for love, amor, with montage, which is a film editing technique that stitches together different scenes. The album features 4 tracks in total, 2 Korean songs, Earthquake and Tears, and 2 English songs, Your Love and Hugs and Kisses. The track Earthquake captures the excitement of new love and intense emotions for a partner. And it's also notable that Jisoo actually participated in the production of all of the tracks of the album. And to celebrate the release of her solo mini album, Jisoo hosts a fan event, Sue in Love, at CGV Cheongdam Cine City in Seoul this evening, which is Friday. And she will also embark on a fan meeting tour across 7 Asian cities, including Manila, Bangkok, and Tokyo.
Perfect on Valentine's Day to have this new mini album out. I can't wait to hear the mini album, which should have been released at 2 p.m. Korea time. So right after the show, we can check it out.
Definitely.
And next, we have an impressive record by a Korean movie.
The film Bogota, City of the Lost topped Netflix's non-English language film category. According to its distributor, Plus M Entertainment, on Thursday, Bogota recorded 13 million views on the first week of February, ranking first in Netflix non-English language film category and also second in the combined ranking of English-speaking and non-English speaking films. It also ranked first in 10 countries, including Korea and Colombia is actually the background of the movie, and also made to the top 10 in 73 countries. Bogota is a crime story about a boy, Cookie, played by Song Joong-ki, who headed to Bogota, Colombia immediately after the 1997 financial crisis. It actually did not do so good in the theaters, the box office itself, as it only collected 420,000 audience views in total, far below its break-even point of 3 million. But it's great to see that it's doing very well on Netflix.
It is great that we have these different kinds of platforms where there is another chance for the movie. So we are actually going to stay on the topic of movies, and this one is actually currently doing well in the cinemas.
Yes, that is correct. We're going to talk about a hit movie, Hitman 2, will premiere in 54 countries around the globe, and the film already premiered in the US and Canada and will continue its release in Australia, New Zealand, Vietnam, and other countries as well. The sequel to the 2020 movie Hitman is a story of Jun, a secret agent turned cartoonist who is framed for a terrorist attack that mimics his newly released online comic. It stars Kwon Sang-woo, Jung Joon-ho, Lee Kyung, and more actors. And Hitman 2 succeeded in breaking the break-even point last week and is currently in 2nd place at the Korean box office. I was actually able to catch it in theaters, and it's hilarious. So if it premieres in your country, make sure to check it out.
I'm really happy to see that these Korean movies are doing well on these different kinds of platforms.
Definitely.
So thank you very much, Bella, for those K-Enter news, and stick around.
Yes, my pleasure.
늙은 늑대를 반드시 죽여 없애자고.
It's time for the latest in the world of K-sports. From the Asian Winter Games to the LPGA and an amazing career coming to an end. For all of that, we're joined by our sportscaster, Jason Lee, in the studio. Hello, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Hello. I hope my career's not coming to an end, right? You're not talking about me.
Oh, of course not, Jason.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. I heard amazing careers.
Well, if that's your breaking news, let us know one day. But happy Valentine's Day, Jason.
Oh, happy
Valentine's
Valentine's
Day.
Day. I should have wore red, but I'm a little stubborn.
Come on,
with my
Jason.
purple.
She's wearing red.
Where's the dress code?
And I think purple is also the color of love.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
It could be.
from today on. But Jason, we have lots to cover today, especially with the Asian Winter Games having kicked off a week ago. Already we're at the end of the week. It's coming to an end. So first off, let's start off with the medal standings, especially regarding Korea, of course.
Yeah, Korea is going to finish second place in the medal standings. They're going to have either 15 or 16. Now, Korea might win an extra gold medal with one final event that's actually taking place right now. I'm going to get that into a little bit more of that later on, but I do want to note that the Asian Games is usually a three-country race when it comes to the medal standings between Korea, China, and Japan, and certainly no different this year. Korea is going to finish second to China. Japan will be third. No other country won even more than 3 gold medals total. So once again, Korea with 15 gold medals right now, possibly 16. So we'll see.
It is very impressive. Second place, and 15 gold medals already. And as always, there's a good number of them, of the gold medals coming from the short track speed skating. Skating. And I actually watched some of the races, and it was very thrilling. I could not stay in my seats because they were so very, very close. How exactly did Koreans do with speed skating?
Korea did fantastic in speed skating as usual. I mean, they won 6 of the 9 gold medals available in short track speed skating. Jung, as we expected, won 3 of those in the women's 500, the 1,000, and the mixed team relay. Now, if there's anything that was a little bit disappointing, Korea did not win a single medal even in both the men's and the women's relay team. So that's quite unexpected. So perhaps something to work on for the Olympics next year in Milano Cortina. And meanwhile, winning gold for Korea also was Kim Ki-ri in the women's 1500. That's the one that Jung didn't win. Also on the men's side, Chang Song-woo took the men's 1,000 meter and Park Ji-won took the men's 1,500 meters. So as I said, certainly once again, very, very successful in short track. I should also mention that Korea did a great job in long track speed skating as well. They won 3 gold medals, courtesy Lee Na-hyun in the women's 100 meter, Kim Min-sun in the women's 500, as well as the women's team in the sprint also.
Great achievements. And staying on the ice, we might here in Korea have the next Kim Yeona, but it's someone I think probably most spectators have not expected.
Yeah, absolutely. Figure skating, of course, very big in the Asian Winter Games. And of course, we all expected Cha Jun-hwan to win the gold medal in the men's figure skating competition. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago, and certainly he did not disappoint. Nailed all of his jumps in the free skate and put on a great performance, especially considering that he only was in second place after the short program. So had a little bit of pressure on him to perform in the free skate, and he made it lights out. Now, the surprise, however, came in the women's event, where Kim Chae-yeon upset 3-time world champion Kaori Sakamoto to win the gold medal. Kim had personal bests in the short program as well as the long skate, the free skate, after nailing each of her jumps. Fantastic performance, and she is just 18 years old. So she's going to be going to her first Olympics next year in Italy. So I think this will be really big to build her confidence, to show her that, hey, you can medal, you can win a gold at the Olympics. And I think perhaps even more important, it's going to give her a lot of credibility with the judges, because often judges want to look at a person and know that they've won something before. They are going to be somewhat biased, whether it's deliberate or not. It does sneak in there a little bit when they're judging people, and I think this is going to be tremendous for her future success going forward. And I should also mention, by the way, that Mokdong Ice Rink is going to be hosting the 4 Continents Championship next week. That's from February the 19th until the 23rd. So if you want to go and see Kim Chae-yeon or Cha Jun-hwa, as well as all the top, figure skaters from around the world, go over to Mokdong on the west side of Seoul and check out the competition.
Wow, we should mark that on our calendars.
Yes.
And it's really amazing to see that this time at the Winter Games, the Asian Winter Games, we are seeing both male and female figure skating having a gold, because that is a first as well.
Absolutely.
So really looking forward to both of their careers from here on. And let's now slide from the ice to the snow. Now, Team Korea hasn't been that successful on the slopes compared to on the ice when it comes to winter sports, but how did the team do this time?
Not so bad. Korea actually did win some gold medals on the slopes, as Lee Sung-hoon won the men's freestyle ski halfpipe event. And you might remember talking before about Lee Chae-un as a rising star to watch in the snowboarding halfpipe. Now, unfortunately, he ended up finishing 6th in the halfpipe, which he was favored to win, but the reason is because the poor weather conditions canceled the men's final, and the snowboarders were ranked based on their preliminary scores. Now, that's why he finished 6th place, but Korea actually still did win the gold medal in the halfpipe, and that's because Kim Gun-hee was actually the leader after the preliminary, so not all was lost there. And also, I might add that Lee Chae-un actually still won a gold medal, as he won the slopestyle event. So one more snow gold for Korea to win, and another named to be on the rise. Now, one more thing I do want to mention is Korea also took another gold medal in cross-country skiing, as well as Ekaterina Avakumova won the gold in women's biathlon. She's actually a naturalized Korean from Russia.
Right.
So great to see her contributing to the Korean medal total as well.
Well, great achievements there. And I do remember Lee Chae-un. I heard about him the first time here when you mentioned him. So when I was watching, actually, when he was on the slopes. So That reminded me of you, Jason. And now we're going to move over to something else.
Yes.
Bella, you wanna?
Yes, we're going to move on from ice to snow and now back to ice. Yes, one of the very popular winter sports in Korea especially is curling. And I just want to ask, how did Korea do in Harbin this year with curling?
Korea was clearly one of the favorites for both the men's and women's team, I should say. And that is actually the extra gold medal that Korea could add to their total, as I mentioned earlier. Korea right now is playing China in the women's curling final. Korea did beat China in the preliminaries, so they would be the clear favorites. But of course, they're playing in Harbin, so China's going to have the home crowd behind them. We'll have to see what happens. But with that, if they win the gold there, then Korea would move up to 16 gold medals total. I should also mention that the Korean men won the silver medal, losing to the Philippines in the finals this morning. And Korea also won the silver in the mixed doubles event as well, as they lost to Japan in the finals.
Congratulations to all of them, but also thank you to, I have to say thank you to all of the athletes that are participating in the games. Now, one more sport we want to talk about beyond the Asian Winter Games, Bella. It's something that you like to play.
Yes, golf recently. Yes, I was very into golf. I am very into golf. There's actually a Korean that won LPGA season's opening event. Please tell us about the tournament.
That's right. Kim Ah-rim won the season opening tournament of champions. When we last talked, I mentioned that she opened with a 7 under 65 for a 4-stroke lead. She then rattled off rounds of 69, 67, and another 67 for a 2-stroke win over Nelly Korda. Now, Ko Jin-young also finished in a tie for 4th place, and then Ko Jin-young finished 2nd in this past weekend's tournament behind Korean-American Yerimi No as well. So a lot of Koreans atop the leaderboard in the golf standings as of late as well. I mentioned before that last year, Koreans only won 3 tournaments all year round, which is a low dating back to 2011. So the fact that they've already got 1 victory, a 2nd place, and a lot of ladies on the tour right now, I think it bodes well for hopefully a very successful 2025.
We've got very successful sports news today, but there's also some news that's maybe a little sad for volleyball fans. We heard just today that volleyball legend Kim Jung-geun has announced that she will retire.
Yeah, this is, like you said, I think bittersweet to a certain degree. She's, I believe, 36 years old now and has enjoyed a 20-year volleyball career. I would say you could make an argument that she is Korea's greatest team sport player of all time. And the reason I say that is if you look at her presence in women's volleyball, there was a moment that you could argue her to be the best female volleyball player in the world. In the Olympics in Brazil, she was one of the best, if not the best player in the tournament. And I don't think you can say that about any other Korean when it comes to team sports. So the fact that she was able to achieve that peak, I think really speaks loudly about her career. She spent a lot of time playing in Europe, in Turkey, as well as a professional career in Japan, obviously in Korea as well. That has slowly come to an end just recently. But I love Kim Jung-geun. And you know, if you ever watch her play, my favorite thing about her is when she scores a point, or even if it's not her, but just her team scores a point, she's got like this expression where she pumps her fist and she's like, yeah. And when you watch that, you feel her leadership, getting the team, making everyone around her even better as she motivates everyone. And it's just that, it's not like oh, hey, great point, everybody, but just like, yeah, we can do this. And she's got that intensity in her eyes. That's what I love about her, and I'm going to miss that about her in both professional volleyball as well as, of course, Korea's national team.
There's so much to learn from her also as a person. And I recently saw a documentary on Kim Jung-geun when she was in Turkey, and she was just walking along the streets, and she had so many fans there. That really shows how popular she was, even in a different country as a Korean athlete. So thank you, Jason, for all of that, and also for the rundown of Kim Jung-geun's legacy see. You know, she's actually the same age as I am, and but I still have like decades before I have to retire.
There you go.
She already achieved so much. So good luck for her future career, even if it's not as a player. We'll be seeing her probably, you know, helping out others in the future in the field of volleyball.
Absolutely. And she's been in the media quite a bit as well, so I'm sure we'll see her on TV, on programs here and there.
Definitely. Thank you very much, Jason, for all of the sports news.
Thank you,
Pleasure.
Jason.
Happy Valentine's Day.
And thank you, Bella, as always. We're going to see you back next week on Thursday. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, and I'll see you back next week.
And thank you for spending the past half an hour with us on the Culture Wave. Have a great weekend and join us again next week, Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. Korea time.